So yeah, once again FC27 doesn't look like anything special this year as well, which has been the case for a lot of these FIFA or EFCA games these last couple of years. And there's been some news has come out so far about a new feature called Grounds and Clubs, and a new blog post has been announced as part of the Football Ultimate Team of the FUT for this year. And I've read it, not completely, but I've read most of it, and I can already conclude that basically every single feature does isn't going to really move the needle in the FIFA community forward. And yeah, let's first off start with the Grounds and Clubs, which is basically their only real new feature in my opinion, and it basically feels like a new game mode this time around. But yeah, this is basically like a social hub for 100 players in a shared online football experience, and you know, you can basically do like little side quests here and there. You can basically play like matches with a few players, not 11v11, but you can also play 11v11. You can basically shoot on goal. You have the classic arena in there as well. You can basically upgrade your players, or you can involve your seasonal rewards in these the Grounds and Clubs features. But it's basically EA's take on an open world, but it's not really an open world. It looks very small in my opinion, which was expected of course, because yeah, it's a football game and it's not like GTA or something like that, or another open world single player game, so we can't really expect a huge open world like this, and I don't think there are many possibilities for an open world in a FIFA game. But yeah, they gave it a shot. Obviously we still have to see like a lot of gameplay for it, and we have to play the game for ourselves to really judge it if it's worth the development time for this game mode. But so far it doesn't look really exciting to me, which is the case with most features in this year's game. I think EA has a really hard time selling this game to customers this year, because last year they basically used the marketing trick of saying that they listened to everyone's feedback in the community, and they went to improve the gameplay altogether. But yeah, we all know that didn't really happen, or at least it did happen, but for the first week, and after that it basically went downhill ever since, which is basically the case every single year. Because for all of you who played FIFA before in the past, the game is always feels pretty nice in the first week, or the first 2 weeks, or the first 3 weeks, and then there comes the day 1 patch, and it basically changes the entire game altogether. And it doesn't feel similar at all, and basically every single bad part about the game gets highlighted, and the auto defenses and stuff like that. It's just said that every single year this happens. I don't know if it's intentional to get people to buy the game in the first few weeks, and when they made their money they're finally going to start releasing updates, and they basically don't really fix anything through the year, because they use that as a selling point for the next FIFA title. And yeah, basically one of the main marketing points this year is the Grounds feature, and to me it doesn't sound exciting at all. I don't really know why they want to waste their development resource on game modes like this. Obviously they have to sell something, a new feature of course, but you know, focus all of the development time. You only have like a year to create this game. Why not focus it on improving the actual gameplay, or make something of career mode, or really dive in an ultimate team to make it even better and bigger. And so far they just basically release very tiny updates each and every year, and it's sad to see. And there was also a FUT blog post that came out last week as well. I know I'm a bit late to the party this time around, but it's basically like they have a FUT gallery or something like that, and you can basically collect cards that are in your club, or you yeah, it's basically a collection thing. I don't know if you really get like really good rewards for it. They said they are going to release rewards for these FUT gallery systems, but I don't know if those are very worthwhile doing. They made some improvements, evolutions, where you can basically pick specific traits of these players and you can improve them. But there has been a lot of criticism about evolutions in these last couple of years, especially with the when it was introduced in the EFC games. And there's also like a little bit of improvements to SBCs. They said it's going to be improved and more user friendly for the players, but I personally don't really know how you can do that, because SBCs wasn't really a thing that people complained about in my opinion, and they have been quite nice for quite a few years now. I know some SBCs are very challenging to do, but I personally just don't think why on earth would you focus all of that energy on improving SBCs instead of the gameplay, you know, because the gameplay is the core game. Why not improve like the entire game altogether? I know it's a football game and you can't really make significant changes to each title every single year, especially with a very short development time. It's basically like Call of Duty at this point, where they release a game and they basically release the exact same game with a few slightly updated. Yeah, in Call of Duty it's guns, but this time around it's just squads and kits and stuff. But that is, to me, it doesn't sound really like a lot of work, because making or creating the kits is like very quickly done in my opinion, and just changing the players around is also not a lot of work. So yeah, I think EA has a very hard time for marketing this game this year around, and yeah, it doesn't really look exciting, and it's going to release in 1 month's time, basically 1 month and a few days. For the early access, of course, and yeah, I don't know if you want to spend $150 on this game this time around, because it basically sounds like there's nothing really new. I've made a video on the career mode as well, which had made some improvements which are very nice. It's basically like quality of life improvements, but they didn't really change the entire game mode altogether. I personally am still hoping for a online career mode game mode sometime in the future, because I think that would kind of be fun, but I know that EA probably doesn't have like a clear monetization strategy for that game mode, because obviously they care about the money. They mostly care about the money, and I think a career mode online feature wouldn't generate them as much money as they do with Ultimate Team, where you can basically sell infinite packs and never get anything for it in return. So yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below, what you think about the FC27. Are you excited about Ultimate Team or the grounds, or do you think it's a waste of development time, or do you think it's just not an improvement at all? Because that can also be the case, of course. They also always market it as an improvement, but it's not always the case. Yeah, just so let me know in the comments down below, and if there's more news in the upcoming days, I will obviously make a video on that as well. But so far this is basically it on the news department of FC27. So yeah, thank you for watching today's video. It's a bit shorter one this time around, but thank you for watching anyways, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.